Happy Thanksgiving to all of my friends in America and the rest of the world who have um, Thanksgiving in their minds. And this video is especially dedicated to Megan, my beautiful friend from California who left and now lives in somewhere in Carolina, in Carolina, in the Carolinas. I also wanted to thank Tina Michelle for making my first, well, to for making the first website on me. I guess you could say a fan tribute website. It is called Francisco Medavog, and I will put a link on the right side of the video so you can check it out. And she asked me what kind of songs I actually like. My favorite groups have always been since the 80s. Of course, the love that I have for any musician that was making it big in the 80s is, of course, what I love the most. I actually never liked the 70s music, and but times have changed. I actually love a lot of the 70s music. I think that when the older that you get, the more you appreciate life and the less you discriminate. Well, this video is about my daily life, why people come to my channel and ask me, how do I have all this free time? Um, how do I have the ability, well, why do I have all this time in the world to do all the things that I like? Well, because when I was growing up, of course, um, I knew what I wanted to do when I was in my 30s, and I'm doing whatever I want to do. I used to be a very insecure person. Okay, let's go back to the 80s music. I love Marc Almond, the lead singer of Soft Cell. I don't know if you already know by now that I am the biggest collector of Marc Almond, possibly in the world or on the West Coast. You can search Medavog Marc Almond or Medavog Soft Cell, and you will be able to see the my collection. Marc Almond has not just once but many times have sent me emails, private emails, thanking me for making videos on my collection, because I think that a lot of the people, even the new generation of fans of Marc Almond, would never even think what he has done. They couldn't even comprehend everything that he's ever done for the music world. And this video will be related to, of course, Thanksgiving. So therefore, I am thankful for Marc Almond for being brought into this world in Leeds, England, in the 1950s, for making beautiful music, and I am definitely a Marc Almond fan. I have everything that he's ever made since Mutant Moments EP. Mutant Moments EP was actually given away for free at a Leeds festival in 1979. Um, you know what? I hate talking about dates. I don't know. We really don't know when Jesus Christ died. I'm presuming it was in 2000, in the year 35, but then if you search the internet, it tells you that it was in 33 AD. Anyways, back to the 80s, because I like to suddenly, you know, change some subjects very quickly. Now, it is true that, of course, I do not speak very well English because I don't know enough words, because I'm not a politician, because I'm not a newscaster. But everything that I do say in my videos you can actually understand. And if it hurts you and you tell me go back to your country where you came from, well, hello. This is this is my country. This is where I belong. And and if I lived in Russia, and if I lived in France, and I lived in San Francisco, and if I lived in New York City, and if I lived in India, and if I lived in anywhere in the world, the haters will probably tell me to get out of there and go back where I'm from, which is nowhere. I belong everywhere. Of course, this will probably be my longest video, and I'm going to try to make it to see if it surpasses 10 minutes. And it's all the Medavog ranting and the 80s music, of course, Madonna. I fell in love with Madonna when she, before the, of course, the Like a Virgin video that came out on MTV, and I was there when I was only 14 years old. 14 years old. I might have been 13. Cyndi Lauper, Annie Lennox, Erasure, the Pet Shop Boys, those are definitely my favorites. And and then, with loving this type of music, you have to love fashion. And that is how I started loving fashion. Now, I'm 37 years old. Of course, I have changed. I'm not as good looking as I was. And maybe people tell me, you know what, well, men are not supposed to be good looking. When I was growing up, in my teens, I was approached by several people who own model agencies who were thrilled that I would be tall. And I never became tall, but I became passionate about fashion because the people who loved me, because I was very good looking when I was a teenager, um, it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot with getting jobs, and not necessarily in fashion, but anything that I wanted to do. People were always there for me. And I think that, with beauty, people do open doors for you. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a beautiful person. I said that people thought that I was beautiful. Or was I? Anyways, so times have changed. I'm not the same person, but I have grown to love people, and I'm very thankful for the music, the fashions, that people that have come along, and every day I learn something new. I know about a new thing. And I think that that is what makes us want to live in this world, because we do only live once. I wouldn't be want to be part of a clan like the Mormon church, the KKK, the Westboro church, anything that condones hate. You know, it's really funny how these people, even the Nazis, when they were around in the in back in the day, in their heydays, they always believed that they were superior to any type of any type of people living in this world. And even today, in this day and age, the Mormons, they probably think that they are superiors to anybody else that is not, of course, a believer in their what they believe. The truth of the matter, the truth of the fact of the matter is that they are actually a minority. They condone hate. They don't like anybody that is white or that believes in the religion. And believe it or not, all of these people have been running away from being prosecuted in persecutions. The Mormon Church, 178 years ago, this is 2008, fled the East because they were being persecuted because of their beliefs. Well, the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, the Nazis, they think they're higher authority for of what and of what. These are the minorities. We must remember that it is only a few of these people that will always prevail, that would want to condone hate and bring hate to the world. But the power of men, the power of voice, the marches will continue. Freedom will never die. And they will always be a thing of the past. This has been my longest video on YouTube, and I hope they actually accept it. Thanks for watching and have a fabulous holiday ahead. This is Francisco Medavog. My second language is English. My first is Spanish. Or should I say my first is English, my third is Spanish, and my second is French. Au revoir.